All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to, you know, for me to interview you. And today I'm interviewing Michelle Anderson, Vitaly Dubinin, and Jeff Lynn. But before I interview you guys, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Kenya, in Africa. Most people don't know that, but then they ask me where my accent come from and be like, oh yeah, I'm from Kenya. But yeah, I grew up there, I was raised there, but came to United States of America 6 years ago. So I went to high school here and now I'm in college. This is my junior year. I'm almost graduating. But growing up, my parents have always put the conditioning in my mind that you have to go to school, get a good job, a good paying job, because that's all they knew, that's how they were raised. But 5 months ago, I realized that life is not just about going to a job, it's about achieving your dreams and your goals and the visions you have. So 5 months ago, I realized it was possible for me to earn money online, So I associated myself with people like Michelle, Vitaly, and Jeff, and so many others who, have these big goals in their lives. So I want to introduce Jeff Lynn. He has a career in finance, from a variety of jobs to a career in finance to even being a teacher one time. Jeff made over $24,000 in his first 5 weeks. Like when I read those numbers, I was like, this is amazing. Anyone can do this. And next, we have Vitaly Dubinin. He's an online marketer and a father of 2. With only a few years of online marketing under his belt, Vitaly set a goal to make $15,000 his first 2 weeks. And then he realized that he made $50,000 over that in 1 month. Wow. Next, we have Michelle Tracy Anderson. And as a mom of 2, Michelle was looking for a way to work part-time and make a full-time income, and she made over $15,000 in less than 5 weeks. After following Michelle for a couple weeks now, she always talks about don't be loyal to a company. If they don't pay your mortgage, why are you loyal to them? And I know that many moms out there are really following her, and she's an inspiration to so many of us. So I'm going to be asking you guys questions and you can take turns to answer them. Okay, so ready?
Absolutely. Yep. Thanks for having me, Fiona.
Sure. Okay, first question. What made you join network marketing in the first place? What had you looking for money that you're like, what, there's another world out there that it's possible for me to earn money? What made you, make that choice, that decision?
Well, it's the freedom, Network marketing allows you to travel the world and spend time with your kids, and you never need to have a boss in your life. And this industry is all about helping other people. There's always, somebody who is watching this kind of video who is new to the industry, or maybe some people who are already has been a couple years trying to make it happen. And guys, once you are past your breakthrough, life is amazing. Everything is on a roll. You're on momentum. You do whatever you want to do with your day. And this industry is blessed because it's all about helping other people and helping them grow and become leaders, become the best versions of themselves. So for me, I was so sick and tired of working at low-paying jobs for $5 an hour and waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning and going to, work for somebody else as a bank teller and doing different kind of jobs in the factory and stuff like that. And being a student, knowing that what's waiting me after graduation is like a job, that's what's waiting for me. But after doing like personal development for about 5 years, I realized that's not the path for me. I don't want to slave away for $6 or $10 per hour and have a cap on my income and what I can accomplish and have somebody determine what I need to do throughout the day. So I reached the breaking point after seeing how other people are succeeding in this industry. They're making money on the internet. There are so many different ways to do it. So I set a goal 2.5 years ago to figure out how all of this works and to make it happen no matter what. So it's been a fun journey, and this is how I got started in network marketing. I failed in probably more like 7 different companies. It all started 8 years ago. I still remember it. It was brutal, and didn't make any money in the beginning, like 8 years ago. Then I quit for like 5 years, went to college, went to study finance and management, and I had to like provide something for the family. But then I reached the point of, after listening to so much personal development and get into some offline events, then this is possible. I have to do it. I have to figure it out. And I went into a whole new spirit to go and conquer this industry. And this is what really you want to do. Have a clear goal, no plan B. I'm going to make it happen and figure it out no matter what, seeking the mentors and take it massive action, and you're going to get the breakthrough. So I don't want to steal all the show. Back to you and Michelle and Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, I was with my husband 2 years ago, and he actually lost his job due to an illness, and he was without work for 6 months. And we had 2 young boys, and I just dreaded the thought of having to go back to work myself. And I started looking online and came across another family, and they were living the dream. They were traveling the world. And we ended up selling our house because we'd maxed out our credit cards and spent all our savings. So sold our house, we could make ends meet, and decided that we'd go overseas and we'd live in Thailand and Bali. And I was working online, and I was posting videos and running multiple Instagram accounts, but I was struggling in the business that I was in. And when I came back to New Zealand, I started with the new online business that we're currently in. And I just felt that even though I've been so loyal to this previous company and I wasn't getting the results for the work that I was putting in, and I also realized that the loyalty wasn't going to be paying for my mortgage. And I'm so pleased to say that with this business that we're using and the personal development and the coaching and being able to step into a leadership role and to earn my first $10,000 a month, almost up to $20,000 in my second month, all by working from home or from a cafe, wherever there's internet. And with my young boys, it's great. It's just given me the freedom. And in New Zealand, our wages are low, and my husband's take-home pay is just over 700 New Zealand dollars, which is about $500 a week. So out of that, we still have to pay, the rent, the insurance, the food, and it's just made a humongous difference in our life. Yeah, I'm so grateful, and to work around awesome people. It's amazing.
Well, for me, it was, I got started probably about a year ago in online marketing. And it was, for me, it was just a way for me to make some extra income. I was looking for, I had a full-time job at that point. I was just looking for some way to make some extra money. And, I was, doing okay. I wasn't doing great, but, I learned some things along the way, and, things got better. It wasn't until, I bumped into these guys in Black Ops marketing that, we really had my breakthrough. So, I was able to quit my job, do this full time. And like Fiona said, mentioned my first month I made, 25,000. It's been surreal because, I really just wanted to make, I said, if I could make 5,000 in this, it'd be great. If I could make 10,000, I'd be over the moon. But, the results have been even better. So, this is just, it's been a crazy ride. And honestly, if you guys, are watching this and you're thinking that, if you're new and you can't do this, you definitely can. It's for anybody. You know, it doesn't matter if you're new, if you're experienced, or whatever. You know, you just apply the formula, you apply the teachings, and you really just follow. If you can follow directions, you know, you can succeed in this. So yeah, that's how I got started, and that's how I'm going to continue to go forward, because there's no turning back after this, right?
Oh yeah. So the big takeaway here I'm getting with this question is freedom. All of you did want the freedom. That's why you got onto this. Vitali, Ali, you said that you failed in about 7 or 8 companies in the beginning, but then you also went back to it. So you're like, the vision you had was much greater than the the disappointments you had before, right? Okay, next question. How do you push through your worst times? You know, like when you feel like giving up, what makes you keep going?
What helps you keep going?
Yes.
During the tough times?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, Michelle and Jeff, you're awesome. once you hit 20,000 a month, there is no turning back. You know, it's the momentum that kicks in, and then you're unstoppable. So what keeps you going is the vision. First of all, you know, I knew that I was going to make $10,000 a month at least. You know, when I started to see other people making it, and it didn't happen right away. 2.5 years ago when I got started, it was brand new. I didn't know what I know now, you know. But what keeps you going is really the drive to know that you are capable on the inside to make changes in your life. That you know that you are worthy, you deserve to create abundance in your life, to create success. And it's an internal thing, you know. When you have the right mindset, 95% of success in this industry is what's happening in here. It's how you think, it's how you feel about yourself. Do you think that you deserve the $50,000 a month, you know, that kind of income? Because there is nobody that is coming to your door and say, you know, you cannot earn $50,000, you know. You cannot do that. Nobody is coming to you. When you are when you rise as a leader, when you provide value, when you raise your internal value, and you're worth that much, and you provide that much value, then you earn 50,000. You can earn 100,000. There is no ceiling to that. So once you know that the better life is there for you, available, then it's a matter of every single day you wake up and you do something in order to take steps to accomplish this dream, right? You take massive action to shorten this learning curve. Like, for example, in our Black Ops marketing, when you plug into that kind of mentorship, the millionaire mentorship, you can shorten the learning curve. Like, I was stuck at $10,000 level, and then I started this Black Ops mentoring and jumped my income to $50,000 a month, and that is because I was not doing certain things in a certain way. It's like in this book is Think and Grow Rich. You know, when you do things in a certain way, and what's amazing is that you don't have to be like super knowledgeable from the technical standpoint. You don't have to invest a ton of money into paid advertising. You don't have to go and study how to create your platform, your blog, and you know how to basically create like a humongous following on the internet, which a lot of people, you know, they kind of go and try to figure this out for years. It can be much simpler, you know, and I think that a lot of people are not open to how simple it can be, or if you have the right mindset, though, right? If you don't have the right mindset, that nothing will help. It will give you the exact strategies, A to Z, do this, do this, and people will fail because of the wrong mindset. So when you have the right mindset, you're coachable. It's a matter of just applying yourself and taking massive action, finding this mentor that will work with you and give you this perspective that what you can change, what you can do differently to really propel you to success. So that's kind of my take on what it takes to keep you going. Once you start getting the money, once you get the 1,000, the 2,000, the 5,000, trust me, you come home, you show it to your family, that will keep you going a lot, the momentum will kick in. So get into momentum as fast as possible, generate results as fast as possible, and that will drive you more than anything.
Yeah, I so agree with you, Vitaly. I look at my children every day. They're my biggest why. And when we were, as we say in New Zealand, on the bones of our ass, living that paycheck to paycheck, creating that debt on our credit card, it's not a situation that I ever want to go back to again. So I knew that now is the time, when I was at my lowest point, that I had to make a difference and connect with a mentor. And I had to have a breakdown before I had my breakthrough to the success that I was able to achieve. And as Vitaly said, it's mindset, 95% mindset, and tapping into personal development and connecting with leaders and hanging out with, these people on the panel on a daily basis, because you're always learning. It's really important to keep reading and listening to empowering audios. And there are days, you're just like, oh, this is just too much at the moment. You just take a break, and I put some meditation on, or I listen to some positive YouTube, and put myself up again and get back into it, because it's important. You need to keep that momentum going. And it's all about building relationships and creating a Friends for Life program. So, and helping my team succeed. That's the biggest joy. When they get their $1,000 commissions and they're like, oh my God. It is the biggest buzz. So that's my why. My why is my children. They motivate me every day.
I guess for me, it's just not having to go back to that job again, right? And I think a lot of people have that kind of, once you, like Vitaly said, once you have that mentality where it's possible, that's where all it starts. Because a lot of people aren't really, they don't believe that it's possible to make money online, and you got to get through that barrier first. You got to believe that it's possible. And then you got to believe in yourself, and you got to take massive action. So for me to have to go back to my job, that's probably one of the biggest motivating things of my career right now, is that I don't want to go back to that ever again. I don't want to have to answer to anybody. I enjoy waking up when I want and doing what I want when I want. Right. So I like that freedom. So, in terms of what keeps me going, also what Michelle said is, watching people succeed on the team. When you start to help people, and achieve the kind of things that they want to achieve online, and you help people to kind of get that clarity, that moment of clarity where this is really possible. Like, wow, I can do this. That's very rewarding in itself. And it also keeps you going, makes you want to do, for more people, obviously. And, like I said, it's just once you have that block cleared and you say, yes, this is possible, we can do this. It's, money is going to, come into my account, and, this is an easy thing to do. Once you can say those things to yourself and believe it, then it actually happens. It's crazy how that works, right? When you have a belief and you say it to yourself and you actually do it and you provide, the action steps to actually make that happen. It's crazy what people can do once they have the belief in their heads that they can do it, because that's really the only limiting thing. Is that you just don't think it's possible. If I told you that you were going to make 100,000 next month, you probably wouldn't believe it. But if I told you that you could make, 10,000 or 20,000, it's probably a little bit more believable. So you got to kind of take it in steps, right? And then once you get to the point where like Vitaly is making 50,000, then it, just kind of takes off from there. So it's really all about belief and just keeping yourself motivated. Like you said, listening to YouTubes, listening to people that inspire you, having a mentor is really important. That keeps you going as well. Just making sure that somebody's in your corner there. And, that's a role that I continue to try to be for my teammates and keeping people inspired and motivated. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Most people, don't believe that they can achieve their goals and their dreams. It's all about the mindset. When you're confident in yourself that you can do this and you believe it, then the sky is the limit here. So what are your success habits? I've been listening to Tony Robbins, and he talks about having rituals, like every day when you wake up, in the middle of the day. What are your habits every day to guarantee your success?
Well, the first most important habit is your morning routine. What you do when you first wake up. So I recommend that you go and take care of your health first of all. You start your day by drinking lots of water and doing exercises, some stretching, and putting some affirmations for yourself. What I recommend is that you grab a journal and write down exactly what you want to accomplish in your life, all of your vision that you want to create, and then record with your own voice this vision that you want for your life, and do it with energy, with excitement, with enthusiasm. Put some background music on it, and record yourself speaking your vision into existence. And then what you're going to do is listen to it every morning, every evening, at least twice a day, listening to your own voice, speaking this vision, and that will start to reprogram your mind to what is really you're after, what you're focusing on. The very first thing that you do in the morning, focusing on your vision, right? That's how you start your day. And there's also a bunch of affirmations that you can record as well for yourself, and just remind your brain, because we have this amazing ability to, just by our thoughts alone, we can manifest stuff in the physical world. It's all interconnected. Like we affect the reality that is ahead of us by what we are thinking right now and how we are feeling on a moment-to-moment basis. So nothing is more important than feeling great. And one of the affirmations, for example, just an example, is I'm so happy and grateful right now that money is flowing into my life in avalanches of abundance from multiple sources in increasing quantities on a continual basis, right? And you say this, right? And you say this, and you believe in it, and you feel it, and then you start visualizing yourself living this kind of life as you're saying it, and feel it with every fiber of your being, and stepping into it, disconnecting from your body, disconnecting from your time that is right now, and stepping into something greater, and stepping into your future, and feel it as it is happening right now. Because everybody is a creator. Everybody is from the inside, we create our own reality. So when you do it first thing in the morning, this is how you get your day started on a very, very good path. And then plug into some personal development in the morning. You can watch YouTube videos or read a book, and you can always grab something from it, and then this will allow you to create value in the marketplace. Whatever you learn, that's what most people don't do. They just take it, what they learn, and they leave it there instead of sharing it with other people. That's how you grow your audience. That's how you provide value, is by teaching it, sharing it from your own words, from your own thoughts, your own kind of version of what you just learned, and teaching it. And you can create a video out of it. You can create a blog post out of it. You can create a bunch of different social media images or snippets or posts. There are so many different creative ways you can do with the information you've got. You just need to tap into your creativity. The more you create, the easier it's going to be to create for you. It's like you'll be in the flow every time. And it's not that the inspiration hits you and then you could you literally can set up a time. Okay, this is happening. Okay, this time you plug in, you listen to personal development, and then you go and create the content. And you do it. You discipline yourself to do it, and it becomes a second nature, and you'll start enjoying being yourself. They don't ask you to be anything else than yourself and fully expressing yourself. So this is the most important habit, right? Personal development, plug into your morning ritual, taking care of your health, visualizations, affirmations, and all that stuff. And as far as this industry goes, you gotta connect with people, connect with your audience, and see what's happening in the marketplace. Connect with the people who are following you, and see how you can help them, how you can help your team, how you can help other people that are looking up to you, and connecting with people. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't like everything happens on autopilot and all the signups. And at the end of the day, you're not feeling really connected if you're not helping people and you think everything is just autopilot. So we have 10 minutes left for this meeting time, just so you know. Yeah. And I'll leave it to Michelle and Jeff to finish it up with the success habits.
Thank you. As a mum, my time is a little bit limited as well. So I actually have to set my alarm for 5 a.m, because then I know I'm going to get at least 1 hour, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. And the first thing I do is I will read 10 minutes of a motivational book or personal development book, and from that I can normally glean a motivational post that I'll put up on Facebook. So it's already started my thinking for the day. I'm grateful for where I'm at, and like Vitaly, I do affirmations, I do proclamations. I have a 3D vision board I've created. I look at that every morning, and what's really important for me is that I need to block out time, because if I don't block out time for my business activities or even for my family time, then my day just gets away on me. So I have to set my clock, my stopwatch for 60 minutes, and I'll set my tasks and I'll just go. And I have to put everything else to the side, and then I'll stop for like 15 minutes, and then I'll do my dishes. And then I'll start again for another 60 minutes. And then I'll hang out the washing. Those kind of things. Because when you're working at home, you can get very, very distracted. And when the children are around, I do have to change the routine that I do. So I do the best that I can with the time that I have. But it's really important to have that condensed energy and just not having the distractions and going hard out. Even if it's 30 minutes or 15 minutes, you can get a lot accomplished in a short amount of time. So that's my biggest takeaway. But waking up on the right foot, being grateful, and motivational books and personal development, for sure.
Well, just to kind of piggyback on both of Michelle and Vitaly's, aside from having the personal development stuff, having the affirmations, obviously you want to just basically be doing something productive in your business every day. Make it a point to be doing something productive that's going to help your business in some way. The key to success in the business is being consistent and being, just taking daily action. So if you're not doing something every day that's going to be helping your business, then you're going backwards, right? So you got to be doing something productive. You making sure that, obviously you take care of yourself. Like Vitaly said, your health is important. Wake up, have a good breakfast to make sure that you're charged for the day, and staying organized. Obviously, like Michelle said, you block out times that make sure you're doing this at this time. You're doing this today. And then obviously you have, to schedule some time for stuff in your personal life. Obviously you have some things that you want to do. You can't all just be business, right? So, on top of that, just having an organized schedule, making sure that you're doing something productive in your business every day. And then on top of that, the personal development is also very important. So, those are the keys. You got to make sure those are bullet points in your day.
Wow, great takeaways, guys. One last question. Actually, it's 2 in 1. What is your vision and where do you see yourself going in the next few years with your business? And then while you're on that, can you encourage someone who is maybe watching this later on, maybe today or tomorrow, and they're like, well, yeah, it's easy for them to say because they're past the 5,000 already a month. I don't even earn 1,000 already. How do you encourage them to go after their dreams and their visions, even while maybe their family and friends are just like, oh yeah, you're into online business, that's a scam, you're not supposed to do that? How do they get past all that?
Well, we have 5 minutes, so how they get past that is they need to remove all the negative influences, and they need to surround yourself with people who believe in them, people who have gone through the past that they want you to go, and they need to totally focus on being productive and taking action toward their dreams. Because if they're going to sap away this and allow other people who tell them what they cannot do, what they cannot accomplish, they will just be sucked into this mediocrity. So you gotta have the vision. You gotta stay focused on the vision every single day. You gotta believe and expect that this is going to happen for you. Then you gotta create an environment that will support you. And then it's all about taking the action, the massive action every single day, and you will see the results happening. So this is. In a nutshell, my vision is to create more six-figure earners in the next 12 months than I've ever have done. So to change hundreds of families to live a freedom lifestyle, and I'm on a way to do that. So, what about you, Michelle and Jeff?
Yeah, definitely to help other families to gain financial freedom, to be able to spend quality time with their children. And, we have a huge passion to see the world. So, this is a fantastic way to be able to do that. There's always going to be dream stealers. There's always going to be namesayers. And what I say to my team is that you have to have a big enough dream. You have to have a big enough why. And those people, your friends and family that might be saying negative things about your business, are they paying your mortgage? So you need to work that out, okay? And they're like, no. It's your dream. Associate yourself with positive people and go for it. Yeah.
I mean, it's really all about surrounding yourself with people that are gonna lift you up rather than people that are gonna bring you down. I mean, if you're that saying goes, the 5 people that you're friends with, I mean, take a look at their incomes and the way that they think and their behavior. Those are the people that you're going to become. Most likely, you're going to be that 6th person in that group. So, surround yourself with people, like Natalia said, that are going to support you instead of people that are going to bring you down. And just have that belief that it's possible, because it is possible. You have examples every day online that you see, Michelle and Natalia. I mean, you just have to look, open your eyes and see it. It's possible. So don't let those people, bring you down and say that it's not, because it is, and that it is. And once you can get through that, then, it's that it's the real deal. For myself, for my vision, obviously, if you guys are taking notes today, all the leaders like to help other people, right? So that's really the biggest key, is helping other people succeed, because once you do that, you're going to get, ultimately, you're going to get what you want as well, right? You help other people, they're going to in turn help you. So, my vision as well is just to help as many people as they can get out of their 9-to-5s and get into a world of freedom where they can do what they want when they want. And that to me is going to be the most rewarding thing, that I think that I can accomplish on my online journey.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. I have so much that I'm going to repeat this video over and over and over again. Thank you for taking the time again to come here and interview with me. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Fiona and Natalia.
Yeah.